toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming, as we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Utah Utes, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Utes will kick it away to start us off. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Wyoming's offense will have the football first. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Throws to the wideout. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. A little release to the back. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Wants to throw it. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's there to make the stop, and the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And the Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Catch in the middle, it's Durr. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Anderson will throw. He'll take a shot. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Unloads to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Sargent. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, they execute the in route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Cowboys started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Hand off from the shotgun. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. The Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12th play coming. Now it's 3rd and short. And the Cowboys back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback keeps it. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Wyoming. The Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loses 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quick pass on the jet motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And the offense, they don't choose to go downhill, be physical. They try to get it on the perimeter. Stay away from some of those defensive linemen, but you can tell DBs, linebackers, not scared. Nice job playing fast, trusting their eyes, and forcing a 3rd down.
Finding it tough to make positive yardage now. 3rd and goal from the 2. They're going to run it. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? 4th down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little closer to the end zone, I'd say maybe go for it, but I'm playing conservative.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Utah's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question, it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
Second down coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Utes will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Gives it on the option. Spins away from the defense. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, this slant route, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them with a wide receiver, and most of the time he gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Oh, he's got some space. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Utah!
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Merritt. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The kick is on its way. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Dampier. Finds his big tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And the Utes have this offense rolling. Hands it off on the counter. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
To the wideout. Brought down on the play at the 11-yard line. Third down coming.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Scanning the field, it's Dampier. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. They'll try to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Utes!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So they move the ball 43 yards on that drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Finds the tight end. And he's got enough with the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
We've reached a break. It's Utah holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. The play action fake. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Off the play fake on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
The inside handoff. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well give it to him again. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield. It's Dampier. Thanks to grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The Utes are rolling down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Pulls and throws out the RPO. Turning it on. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Utes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2.
And down here near the goal line, you got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
But after getting stuffed on that run, you now got 4th down. I'm not into chasing points this early in the game. I think you just take the field goal. You try to pay this drive off and this opportunity to put something on the board.
Well, and nowadays you have these analytical cards, and the coaches, they literally look at every situation. Is it more advantageous to go for it or kick it? That's how they'll make this decision.
It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Here's a heat. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Anderson will throw. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. That's caught. It's Sargent. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
This offense has been sluggish, to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Scott. Gets it past the marker. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Cowboys pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Rush is on him. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. 1st down.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
They have just just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Touchdown, Wyoming! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Ready to try the point after.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So it's an 80-yard drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats, but when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Cowboys can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Under fire. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Really good job by the defense getting to the quarterback and getting him on the ground for no gain. It's tough. Once you get there and get pressure, it's so hard to get these guys on the ground because they're elusive. Really good job wrapping him up and getting to the ground.
They'll try to sneak it. Past the 1st down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the 1st down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Finds his tight end. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Cowboys are on the move. Grab behind the line. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Sends it back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. He got it. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
How about it? 50 plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big time kick for this young man.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Working the middle. It's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing 1st downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing 1st downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Hauls it in. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Utes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Lost to throw again. He's got it. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How many 1st downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And the Utes will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that 1st half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Utah! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
Number 5.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
He'll try to tack on one more.
For the extra point.
And the extra point is good. It's 24-13. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kick it away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Running the option, it's Anderson. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Anderson wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Oh, big fella almost had a pick right there. Instead, it falls incomplete.
Well, a great job in coverage on the back end by the defense. You just got to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clemens. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking downfield very late in the half. Grab near the marker, it's Davis. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. They're working that left side. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
The Cowboys will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside is 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Trying to set the tone with the run. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Utes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air. It's Dampier. He's got an open man. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Buying some time and some room to work. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And the Utes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Rodgers. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game. Well, to get stuffed on that QB sneak, he's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Boy, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. After the miss, still an 11-point game, guys.
Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Anderson will throw. It's complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Got it in the middle. It's Sargent. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. From the gun, give on the inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Oh, he's looking to throw. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
First down for the offense.
And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. Anderson wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down.
Not a lot the defense could do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
The Cowboys, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. On the move. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle, but how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not...
And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. Absolutely perfect. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Oh, better look out! And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Extending the play. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual-threat quarterbacks. You're seeing 2 great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
Back to pass. It's Dampier. Got his man in the middle. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
After that last completion, it's second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
The Utes will punt it away on fourth down. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. On the ground, it's Scott. Tried to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too. Because of the field position with the offense backed up, they know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage, and they generate a TFL.
Just feeds the running back. Got the first down and more. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
First and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, you can see the effect that last run play had on the defense. They had a really good-looking run, and all of a sudden they come back with play action. Everybody bites. They play downhill, and it opens up a guy up top for the offense. Really nice job setting up that shot play to get an explosive one through the air.
Oh, it's a reverse. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Anderson will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Holman. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Now he's going to break the pocket. Looking for room at the 25. There he goes. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
That is why you have to contain this guy. If you let him get out, he is an explosive play waiting to happen. And after that big gainer, I'd like to see how this defensive coordinator is going to try to get after him as the game goes on, because a play like that can make you rethink your entire game plan.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Grabbed behind the line. It's Parker. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. Caught in the backfield. It's Parker. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And the Utes are flying down the field. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Utes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how how they start the final period here on second down. Using his legs, it's Scott. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Got enough for the first down and once more. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
The Cowboys have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Anderson wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Sargent. It's a seam wide open. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the Cowboys didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Bringing the heat. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the first down.
Trying to slam in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys!
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
They'll go for 2 here and try to climb within a field goal late. Anderson will throw. Trying to set up the screen. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out.
Is no good. That keeps the score. Utah, 27.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to kick this one away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to take a shot. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
That's caught. It's Bentley. Breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
And the Utes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bentley. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Give to the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Motion from the back. Wants to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the big fella. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on third down. Got him downfield. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. And they're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to ride this running back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Utes!
And that is was a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Merritt. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Got room to work. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Cowboys with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's 4th and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. From the gun, the running back has it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
The Utes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles, well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here late.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up.
Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Utah! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone today, an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And no problem on the extra point as they push the lead to 19 here in the fourth. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Merritt. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Running the read option to the right to start the drive. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Anderson wants to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down at the 49.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Cowboys will have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. Right down the gut of the field. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Utes!
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
That makes the score. Utah 48, Wyoming 22.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Anderson will throw. Here's the pressure. Got out of trouble and throws. Caught close to the marker. It's Durham. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
He'll pull it on the read. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the D.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. He's taking a deep shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Finds his man down the middle. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Quickly out to the tight end. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off his spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.